So here we are back at the menu screen, and yeah, that seems to be it for that mission. Trouble in the Void. I said no building to do. A little bit of sort of perhaps understanding, what the engines were and how to get retrograde, but on the whole, so much easier. But there we go. Well, thanks for joining me for another episode. I hope you liked the episode. If you wish, subscribe to see some more. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And next, I think we will have to have a look at To the Moon via Minmus. And hope they're perhaps a little bit more challenging, but not perhaps as challenging as the first lot, but a little bit more challenging than this last one. Other than that, I'm having sort of fun playing these. A little bit disconcerting not being able to use some of the mods and things I would do, but it's nice to go back to basics and show you can do it from scratch. And we'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching. Hello GSV peeps, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. And we seem to have taken a giant leap between the first set of missions, which was just chucking a probe up into orbit, and here we do find ourselves actually with two Kerbals already in orbit, which I didn't chuck up there. So this is the first of the second round of missions on the Making History DLC pack. And I haven't cut holes in the side of the capsule here, the Valskshod 2, but you've just noticed this little thing down here. You can turn the interior overlay on and off. I think there's a hotkey for that, but I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But is it? He says there's a little hint. Where's the grater? No. Well, anyway, so there they are. They're all looking very happy. But Jean is about to tell me something is terribly wrong. Valskshod 2, can you hear us? Computer's massive cascading electrical failure on your craft. Stay calm, nothing to worry about. Completely unregulated. Will you run a crew report so we can run your vitals? Okay. Well, I haven't quite figured out how to run a crew report from inside. Why it's sat me from inside, but I can switch to the outside again. And let's click on the continue. And so, we promises them, can you give us that crew report? Yes, give us a chance. What I'll do is turn the interior overlay out. I'll do a right hand click, go down, transfer, here we go, transfer crew report, and I can keep expel, go transmit. Let's go transmit. No usable comms devices, so I actually have to just keep it then. Okay, so crew report, overwrite crew report, and just keep it. There we go. Good news is your vitals are okay for now. Bad news is, well, everything else. Don't worry, engineers have a plan, sort of. Communication satellite nearby, that's the one we saw just now, the new SWN-94. It's designed to stay in orbit for a long time, so he's up in maintenance terminal. You board the SWN-94, we can completely reset the Val's computers, should fix the problem. You need to EVA Tomford over once you're close enough. Ready? Get to that satellite before your ship starts failing. Right, so this is a time critical thing. Have a quick look over here. I've got rockets, I've got fuel. It's not telling me anything here, so right, don't know what that was that blew up. We can do a quick 3. Oh, it's not going to. F3 tells me what the critical jobs were, but critical failures were. Start effectual critical. Right, okay. Stop it. Where is the satellite I'm trying to liaise with? I don't know. Where is the satellite? Perhaps I can just do it directly. Stop failing. Right. Let's go to target. Turn the SAS on. I've got program retrograde. Yeah. We're on stage 2. Let's give us a little bit of. Hopefully, it's got a gimbaling. Why won't it? Oh no, I've completely messed up. Right. Okay. Let's revert flight to when we spawned. I've got to activate the engine, but I can't do it through the... Yeah. So, in here, little spark engine here, show it's gimbaling's free, anchors, show actuation nodules, hide actuation nodules. I have no idea what actuation nodules are, but it won't let me fire the engine. Okay, well let's go do it by RCCS then. And turn SAS on. And double click on that. Go up. And it's 500 meters. To be honest, I could just EVA and go over that. Let's do that. Let's revert flight back to the vessel spawn. It's only 500 meters. I don't need to. Good for EVA for about 2, maybe 3 kilometers. But we'll do that. It's Tolford I want. So EVA U. Let go. Turn your EVA pack on. Head over to here. As we drift across fairly, don't want to go too fast because end up shooting off straight into the sun isn't necessarily a good idea. Can't actually see the numbers. Probably really good. Oh, you did an EVA sat. Right, okay, let's jump the gun here. This is why the countdown hasn't started. But I can stop there a minute. Swap back to here. Let's do that crew report. And now, where's my Kerbal? There's my Kerbal. Go across to the sat. I'm not 100% sure whereabouts on this satellite I need to go. Ah, up. Somewhere in here there's a door. Is it that side? Go on, grab, enter. Is there a door? How do I get into this thing? What do I do with this thing now I'm here? There we go. So I went past it. Great, we made it. Transmitting a crew report will initiate the reboot. Okay. Crew report. Transmit. Done. We made it. Well done. We're sending a reboot message. Yes, looks like your engines are back online and the cascade has quit. Are you ready for the next bit of bad news? Electrical failure has fried valve systems pretty well, so one of you will have to need to land. What? Okay. I need to land as much of the valve shot as you can near KSC so we can do a post-mortem on it. Oh, okay, well, how close do they need to be? Also land. So, how on earth am I going to deorbit this thing? It's got some engines there. I'm guessing that's the heat-proof bit. Can't actually see a heat shield. I'm going to land aerial first. Let's have a quick look at what state the pod's in. That should be alright as well. Let's have a quick look at the... What's my height? 100,000. I could come straight in from here. But I need to come in sort of fairly close to the Kerbal space station, which means going round again. Radius 25. I need to land in within 25 kilometres of that. There is parachutes on this, and there is a parachute on that as well. So, which should we land first? Let's go for this one first. Let's go. You're an engineer, aren't you? So you can't. Is there a probe core on this? Yes, here. So let's go retrograde. Does give me SAS as well. So, pointing retrograde. Let's burn. Have a quick look at the map screen. That's not working like that. Come back here. What do I need to do with these engines? I'm going to hit quick save here. Okay, so I can eject that. That'll start those three engines. Okay. Put myself a little bit more retrograde. And let's go into map view. Don't have to land this particularly near Kerbal. So how much this is, but that's probably okay. Gonna take these, track these solar panels. Actually, I've got a reaction wheel on this, so just going to hold myself retrograde. Actually, that's doing it as well. So radial in, radial out, normal, anti-normal, retrograde. I can actually hold it retrograde like that. It's the probe doing the work, not the engineer. Engineer's probably more than capable of doing it. Hey, poor old Tomford, sitting there enjoying the ride. Does mean what I thought was going to be the. I've got some fuel to burn, but yeah, these are going to take the brunt of the heat. This could be interesting. Let's time warp round until I get into the atmosphere. So just approaching the atmosphere now. Do a bit of physics time warp until we start to heat up, and then I'll slow it back down again. And actually we've got I haven't got loads of fuel, I've got 328 meters. And then can't see where the coupler is. Okay, I think that's the coupler in there. I think it's going to go stop. I don't know. No heat indicators. Oh, there's one. Yeah, I didn't think the solar panels were going to last. They're doing reasonably well at the moment. Coming up to 1,000 meters per second. Oh, look at that. Right, so I can ditch that. That wasn't quite what I wanted. Oh, right. Right, just going to slow it down a bit because that's. Where's the decoupler? At this minute, I'm going to come down onto the D. Yes, that is where I am. Can I transfer my crew? Yep, there's nowhere to transfer him to, but he's going to come right down on the aerial. Having said that, we're going to be down at about 7 meters per second. That's not too bad. 1,000 meters to go, so let's go physics warp a little bit more. It won't let me. So I'll bring you back when we're a bit closer to the ground. Well, lawn darted into the ground there and actually didn't do as much damage as I thought it was going to do. Okay, can't recover vessel yet. I need to go to map view, select switch to the Val, and again going to activate the engine. Only got 213 DV there. Oh, that's not very much at all. That's where my decoupler is. Luckily my parachute's at the top of this one, so I could ditch the engines when I don't need them anymore. And I'm going to go retrograde, but there's no reaction wheels on this, so I'm going to fire the engines to just get into position. Before I do that, if we try to land at Kerbal Space Centre, I want to fire the engines around here a bit, so let's walk round to there. That'll come back even further, I think. We'll come round to about here-ish. Do a quick save. He says, quick save, go on. That's it, we'll fire at about there. Just fire them a little bit just to point retrograde before we fire the full burn. And I want to end with my pointed around here ish if I can. To reload and circle around again because down to 80, to 50, down to 20. In fact, I'm going to end up just burning them all off. Right, well, it's a bit of a hit and hope, so let's fire that all off. Let's fire the... Ooh. Battery's gone off as well. Perhaps I didn't want to do that. Jebediah seems to be having fun, but tumbling through the stratosphere. As we time warp round, it stops the tumble, but we'll do again physics warp. I have armed the... I missed KSP. Don't know. I think I have, haven't I? Yeah, okay. Well, we need to... Going to completely miss. Let's do... Load the quick save and we'll come in. What I need to do is... Where is the KSC? Yeah, probably need to fire now. So let's go retrograde. Little tiny burn. And as it comes round, do a full burn. And I won't ditch everything when it's empty. Let's see where this lands. Think of any real mathematical way to work this out. If I want to land within 25 kilometres, that's quite a big ask. It's looking a lot better. I'll go stop there. Because I think by the time slow down any more. I don't know, do I let go on, Finch burn it off? That's about right. Ish, he says. Confident. So, let's speed through. Hoping that, actually, because I haven't ejected the engine, this is the heavy part. It'll hold me roughly retrograde anyway. So without any reaction wheels. It's also going to absorb the heat, so with a bit of luck, these sacrificial parts here. Looking good. Come down to 1500 meters per second. And actually probably falling way too short. Falling way too short, so actually we didn't need to burn as much as we did. So have to reload that mission, but we can come round a little bit further or not burn quite as much. So let's come retrograde. Little tiny burn. And we'll stop our burn with about 40 or 50 DV in, see how that looks. So I'm looking to stop with the landing point mid of the Eastern Ocean here. Only about 30 kilometres out. So let's stop there. Which gives me 54 DV left. So again, not ejecting anything. So accelerate round. Go on, Jeb, looking very fine and dandy. Let's warp through here. As I take a quick slurp of my beer. Looking better. There's the KSC. What are we looking at? 74, 68. Gonna overfly it, am I? On top of it. Let's just check that. Oh, I don't know what that was all exploding. I don't think F3 is going to tell me either. Oh, it is. Rechargeable battery back. Oh. And actually, that is going to be, well, it could be better, but I'm hoping that's spot on. Again, we'll. There it is, opened up at 1000. Going to keep the physic warp on. Going to drop down about sort of 16 kilometres away from base. There you're looking. Got my little interior overlay here. He doesn't look overly happy now. Oh, he does now. Perhaps it's because he knows his mission is coming. And a success there. Oh, bronze award. Oh. Why only get a bronze? I thought I did really well there. Looking down through there, we get 4,000 scores, not brilliant. I run the vitals on the crew, we had the engines down, boarded Tomford into there, actually got the jump on that. So, boarding, scored bonus points, prepared for reboot system, bonus points. Don't know. I'm going to have to Google to find out how to score the extra bonus points on that. But if that is it for that mission, that is so much easier than the first three we did. It's almost ridiculous.